Our viewers of the African Integration Think Tank, of the African Integration News Agency, we want to welcome you to this special interview. My name is Gashegu Muramira, a reporter for the agency and for the think tank. We are glad today to discuss integration matters on the continent. Like we kept promising you, we shall be bringing you different guests on this panel to discuss matters of integration, matters of trade, what are the opportunities on the continent, what are the challenges that hinder intra-Africa trade on the continent. So we shall keep bringing you these and more. We shall also be looking at different sectors of what the integration process is talking about: health, environment, and so many other sectors, agriculture. Today we are pleased and honored to have Dr. Willand Mwemba. Dr. Willand Mwemba is the CEO or the Chief Executive Officer of the Comesa Competition Commission, and we shall be talking to him about a number of issues about what CCC or the Comesa Competition Commission is all about. Doctor, you're most welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, and it's indeed a pleasure and a great honor to be invited to speak to you.
Thank you very much. What is Comesa Competition Commission? Many people know about Comesa as an intergovernmental organization on the continent. What is this Comesa Competition Commission?
That is a very good question, and as you say, in fact, most people know about Comesa Secretariat, and there are so many people mistaken us to be the Comesa Secretariat.
Yes.
But we are different from the Comesa Secretariat in that we are an autonomous and independent institution of Comesa with a specialized mandate.
Yes.
So if I may give a comparison, it may be like at national level where you have a ministry, and then the ministry has specialized agency.
Yes.
So the ministry will be there for policy.
Yes.
But the specialized agencies will be able to achieve the mandate of the ministry. Yes. So for example, you have a Ministry of Energy, but you have also energy regulation boards.
Yes.
You have a Ministry of Information and Communication, but you also have communication authorities.
Sure.
Because they are created for a specific mandate and the specialized mandate for efficiency and effectiveness. Okay. So their Comesa Competition Commission similarly is an independent, autonomous, specialized agency of Comesa.
Okay. Thank you so much for that elaborate explanation. I know you have a set of laws on competition and consumer rights as CCC. Yeah. For how long have you been implementing them on the continent?
Yeah, so we've been implementing, enforcing the competition and consumer laws at Comesa level since January 14th, 2013.
Yes.
If you've been following our journey very well, you may recall that we recently commemorated our 10th anniversary.
Yes.
So we've been implementing these and we've been implementing and enforcing these laws for 10 years now.
Yes.
And in the last 10 years, there have been a number of achievements that we have made. But as you rightly observed, there have also been a number of challenges.
Yes.
It would not be very accurate and correct for me here to give an impression that there have been no challenges. Challenges have been there, but I think what we've done is to find ways of addressing and overcoming those challenges. Events and workshops in our member states, and I should say that that has given us some very good fruit that we can talk about. We've seen the product in that. We've seen an increase now in the number of cases that we are handling, some of them coming directly from the member states. I will say this not because I'm in Uganda, but it's true that for Uganda, we've even seen when we post notices about companies that we are investigating on our website. Yes. Uganda now actually has been responding to what is on their website and giving us information. That is what we want. And lastly, of course, of so many challenges, but I'll speak of the last one. It's also our own government policies. And probably this is also connected to the lack of awareness and understanding of the importance of competition laws. Our own government policies sometimes are restrictive of competition and indeed even restrictive of the trade that we want to see. True. Why? In a market that we've called common, in a market that we've called single and integrated, should we be saying that the movement of goods from Kenya to Uganda is smuggling? The movement of goods from Uganda to the DRC is smuggling. The movement of goods from Malawi to Zambia or vice versa is smuggling. Why should it be like that? Smuggling only happens in a system that is locked and it has its borders closed. Not in a system where you have a single market. So if you are saying it's a single market, there should be free movement of goods and services and free movement of people. But by the time you start saying these products cannot enter in Uganda from Kenya, if the Kenyans take these products into Uganda, then that's smuggling. Then you are already defeating the objective and purpose of a free and single market framework.
Dr. Member, this brings me to the issue of the AfCFTA, the African Free Continental Trade Area. In your view, how is this going to be a game changer in matters of boosting trade or promoting trade on the continent?
Well, I think the first thing that we need to understand is because I always say when you are planning something or when you are writing even a research paper, whatever you are doing, whatever you are trying to come up with, or even when you are trying to come up with your own business undertaking, the first thing that should be on your mind is what gap am I trying to close? So if it is a business undertaking, you should be saying, I need to have more income because currently I think my income levels are low. I need to venture into this business undertaking. You should identify a problem. What gap are you trying to? So the first thing that we should understand is what gap is the AfCFTA competition
coming to fill.
Coming to fill. And I think the gap that it is trying to fill are those, it is to regulate those anti-competitive conduct that are continental in magnitude, that they cannot be addressed at national level, they cannot be addressed at regional level. The regional authorities came in to close a certain gap, those that could not be addressed effectively at national level.
Thank you. Dr. Member, we like to thank you for this time you've had with us. Maybe one last comment you'd have.
The last comment, obviously, is that we should all have the interest of Africa at large. His Excellency, the late first president of Ghana, Kwame Nkrumah, had this vision of uniting and integrating Africa for his prosperity. And at that time when he was singing that song, most of the people who were there, they were thinking, in fact, they were calling him a dreamer. But what I think is the man was way ahead of his time, because these are the things that we are talking about today. We have come to a realization as Africa that no one else would develop our continent. The only people who can develop our continent are us, Africa. And it's only through the integration of Africa, it's only through this trade amongst ourselves, it's only through this unlocking of restrictive business tendencies that will grow our markets, that will bring in innovators, and that is how we will progress and be at the same level as our colleagues, so that the next pandemic when it strikes, the next crisis when it strikes, we'll be ready. But we can't be ready if we are isolated.
That's true.
We can't be ready if we are not united.
Our dear viewers, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you. I think this is all we had time for, a discussion, integration. We are glad to have a very important person on our panel tonight, Dr. Willan Mwemba. We shall be bringing you, like we said, more and more guests to discuss matters of integration. The role of the African Integration Think Tank is to create a platform of advocacy to increase conversations about matters of integration in different sectors. We can talk about trade, environment, agriculture, health, and many others. From now, from the team here, we want to say thank you so much and have a great time.